Hey my babes, I hope you guys are doing well. Today we are doing this really pretty and easy orange eyeshadow look. So let's get started. So I'm going to do my brows. I'm using the Colourpop pomade in the shade black and brown. Brows are done. All right, so I've concealed my eyelids and I'm also priming with the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Primer. I'm setting that with some Mericier powder. And I'm just using a regular flat eyeshadow brush to do that. I'm also going to put some lip balm on. This is the Too Faced Lip Injection. I love it. It makes your lips super plump. Even though my lips don't need to be plump, I love it. I just like the way it feels. It's really glossy. I love it. It's just bomb. So we're using the Norvina ABH palette. This is volume 3. And the first shade I'm taking is the shade B5, which is like a matte brown. And I'm using it as a transition shade. You guys know what transition shades are. They basically just help all of the other eyeshadows to blend. Girl, I'm getting tongue twisted. So I'm gonna put that all in the crease, and I'm just using a regular fluffy eyeshadow brush, blending brush. And basically this is like a skin tone shade. Next, I'm going in with that yellow shade, and that's the shade E4. And I'm going to put this in my crease as well. So for this look, I was inspired by the beach. Like, not the beach, y'all. I'm sorry. Well, the beach and also like the sunset. Girl, I've been quarantined. I haven't complained. But I want to go on somebody's beach and just lay on the beach and watch a sunset. So that was the inspiration for this look. I just had this vision and I was like, okay, we're gonna do this. So I'm using that yellow. I'm using all shades that you could possibly think of as a sunset. So you do see shades of yellow, and I'm gonna use that as well. So I'm adding that yellow to my crease and I am blending it out. And if y'all know eyeshadows, you know most times yellows are very chalky. This yellow is really, really pretty. Next, I am taking the shade A2, which is an orange, and I'm adding that to the crease as well. So you can kind of see the dimensions that it's giving. So it's basically a sunset. And these colors blended really, really good together. So I like it. It's worth the money. I'll say that. This palette retailed for $60. I think it's worth it, you know. If you can get it, definitely get it. If not, you can use similar colors. You do not have to use the same products that I'm using. There are a ton of affordable products on the market that you can use, like BH Cosmetics, NYX. So don't think just because I'm using high end that you have to use high end as well. If you can't afford it, by all means use drugstore brands. Girl, I do it. So next I am taking the shade A5, which is right above that B5 color, and it's just a deeper orange, and I'm adding it to my crease. And if y'all see my facial expressions, y'all, I was watching TV. I don't know what was on, but whatever it was, it had me laughing, and you'll probably see some crazy facial expressions all throughout this video. So yeah. And I'm going back in with that first blending brush, and I'm just blending all of those colors together. Next, I am taking the shade C2 and C4, and I'm mixing them together. And this is kind of deepening up my crease. I'm trying to get some definition going in my crease area. And I'm taking a small blending brush. Then I went in with a clean blending brush to just diffuse all of those colors together. Next, I'm going back in with E4, which was that yellow, and I'm adding it back into the crease because I did lose some of that color with all the blending. So I'm just adding it back in. Now I'm gonna cut my crease, and I'm using some concealer, and I'm just carving out my mobile lid. So it's not a full cut crease, but I wanted my lid color to be really shimmery and bright. So I just decided to go ahead and cut it just on the mobile lid. So not my full crease. So I'm just cutting the mobile lid. And when you do this, you do want to take your time because you want it to be nice and neat. Don't rush it. Just take your time. And a little bit of product goes a long ways. So just take your time, use a little bit of product, see where you're at. And if you need to add more, add more. I'm going in with a matte orange shade, which is E3, and it's like a bright peachy orange shade, and this is going to be the base for my shimmery eyeshadow. I just felt like this made that shimmery eyeshadow look really, really good. And y'all, I think orange just looks really pretty on women of color. I just think yellows, oranges, any type of coral color looks really good on our skin. So I am going in with the NYX Multitasker mixing medium, and I've used this before. So basically I like to use this for my shimmery shadows. It just gives something, it just helps my shimmer eyeshadows adhere a lot better. It also brings out the pigment in them, and as you can see, it's NYX, so it is drugstore friendly. The higher end dupe of that is the MAC mixing medium. So yeah, just girl, use your drugstore products, it's okay. So I'm going in with the shade D5, which is a really pretty orange shimmery shade, and just look how that applies. Like, it's so vibrant, it is pretty. And this is what's giving me that golden sunset. It's just pulling the look together for me. That color did it for me, y'all. All right, so for skin, I am priming my skin with the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. I do like this for the summertime, even though I really haven't worn a lot of makeup in the summertime, especially going out since I've been in the house. I can tell that this will keep my face lasting, even though I have dry skin. In the summertime, it is hot where I'm at and it's very humid. I can just tell that this, if I was to wear a full face of makeup, that primer would be very good for my skin. So I am color correcting, and I'm just using an orange concealer, and I am just color correcting those dark hyperpigmented spots that I have, which is not a lot. You don't need a lot of this because it is so pigmented. I'm trying a new foundation. This is the Makiage foundation in the shade 170. I woke up like this, so I already applied my foundation. Now I am adding my concealer, which is the NYX HD concealer in the shade 6.7. And as always, I'll have everything listed down in the description box below. So if you want to know what I'm using exactly or if I don't mention it in the video, make sure you look in the description box. All products are always listed below. So I am highlighting as usual, and there I go, being silly. And I'm gonna blend that out with a damp beauty blender. So as far as this foundation goes, this was my first time using it. It reminds me a lot of the Fenty foundation, like the consistency of it. However, I noticed this foundation dries down really, really fast. So I gotta figure out how to work with it. I just noticed while I was applying it, it was drying out on me. And I was like, okay, so how do I do this? So I think the next time I use it, I'm just gonna use it with my beauty blender and see, because the beauty blender is damp, and I'm gonna see if that helps me as far as blending goes. If not, that means I just have to work really, really fast with it. But I do like the coverage. I do like the coverage that it provided. And I went really bright with this highlight as well. And I'm just going back in with my foundation brush and just blending out those harsh edges. Now I am going to set with the Mericier powder. Y'all have seen me do this countless times. And I'm going to set the rest of my face with the Mercier medium deep powder as well. I'm going to start adding color back to my skin because I look super washed out. So I'm using the NYX bronzer. I think that's Turks and Caicos. I'm sorry, that's not NYX, that's e.l.f. bronzer. Shade Turks and Caicos. And this is really pretty as well. I like the warmth that it gives my skin. And it adds the skin back, the color back to my skin. Y'all, I can't talk. It's late, I can't talk. And I'm gonna snatch my nose. Per usual. Looks like we got a nose job, but we didn't, girl. It's just makeup. It washes right off. And I'm gonna blend that out with my fingers as well. But I like the definition it gives my nose. I'm gonna add blush. Just to add some more color back to my skin, because I look super washed out. All right, so I've added lashes, did eyeliner. I'm going back in with the shade C4, and I am adding that to my bottom lash line. I did not add any black eyeliner to my waterline for the bottom because I didn't want to close off my eye. So I'm adding that purple shade because I thought that was another color that you see in a sunset. So I'm adding that shade as well. And I think this just really pulled the look together. I'm adding mascara to my bottom lashes. And y'all know I am always using a brown lip liner. I think you should use a brown lip liner no matter what lipstick you're wearing. Now red, no, I will wear a red lip liner, but I always wear a brown lip liner before I put on any lip product or any lipstick, whether it's gloss or whatever I'm using. And I'm basically filling in my lips. I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip palette, and I'm taking a nude color. And I'm just filling in the remainder of my lips, blending them together. And I thought about adding a glossy lip, but I decided to leave it matte, and you will see why in the end. So I'm going back in with that lip pencil just to further blend out everything. Now I'm going to set my face with this, period sis, I'm going to set my face with that Morphe setting spray. And that's going to also help with that powdery look. It's just going to help get rid of that powdery look I had. So this is what set the look all the way together, y'all. So I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Nicole Guerriero palette, which was limited edition. I don't think it's still available, but use whatever highlighter that you have. I went in with the shade Glow Getter, and it's like a really gold, shimmery, glittery highlighter. So I'm adding that to my places that I always add it to, which is my cheekbones, my nose, and my forehead. I also added it to my Cupid's bow. And y'all, when I say this highlighter is like super shimmery, but it just gave me golden goddess beach vibes. It was like game changer for me. I also added the shade Daydream, which is also a highlighter in the palette, to my inner tear duct, and it was just, girl, it just did it for me. And I'm also adding that to my brow bone. So baby, I was shimmering like Mariah Carey, but I was enjoying it. And let me just serve y'all face, like, come on, girl, she slayed. There's no lie, she slayed. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all be safe, stay quarantined, and until next time, I will see y'all later.